Hi, my name is Rick Sanchez. I'm with a company called Tractor Tip, and what we have for sale today is a Hitachi. This is a ZX200 LC. If you buy this unit from me or any of the others that I have for sale, we've got some big excavators, some big loaders, some tool carriers, we got some dozers, compactors, got a little of everything, but we don't have too much, but we got enough to say grace over. Point is if you buy this tractor from me or any of the others that I have for sale, you're going to be dealing with Pro Provencio. He's my right-hand man, or he's running the camera right now. In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about the mechanics of this particular machine and my experience with the Hitachis. We're going to talk about the operational specs of this unit, and then we'll run it, we'll operate the machine. The serial number of this machine is, it's got a long serial number, but the serial number that everybody uses is the last 6 digits, which is 32103. I'm going to leave that last digit blank. Price on a new machine like this these days, if you're getting it equipped like it is, it's probably anywhere from 140 to 150,000. This machine has 9,012 hours on it. As far as manufacturers go, a lot of people don't believe this, but Hitachi actually builds John Deere excavators. John Deere serial number plates, if you read them, they'll say John Deere built by Hitachi. They've been building John Deere excavators since before it was even a global economy. They've been building them for over 30 years. And their partnership goes back even further than that. Anyway, this is essentially a quote-unquote John Deere machine. Comparable machines are like a maybe a Cat 320 or a Komatsu PC 200, or like I say, a John Deere 200, which is the exact same machine. As far as the weight of this machine weighs 44,974.4 pounds. Widest point are these tracks right here. This is a 10-foot wide track. This machine has got wider than standard pads, which makes it wider than standard. Highest point is the top of that cab at 11 foot. The transportation length of this unit when everything's tucked up in transport profile is 32 feet. Like I said, the comparable machines are like a 320 Cat, Komatsu 200. As far as the history of this unit goes, this machine, like almost every single machine we purchase, is an original owner Dallas, Texas machine. I say that because it has no rust on it. You can see rust where you know, the paint's flicked off the bucket and rainwater's gotten to it, but it in no way, shape, or form is rust pervasive. We live in a relatively warm environment, and we're 300 miles from the ocean, so we don't really operate in a corrosive environment. Just about every machine I purchase comes from one of about 30 different contractors or municipalities here in the Metroplex. This one is no exception. As a matter of fact, the guy that I bought this from has an excellent maintenance program that rivals some of the best I've seen. We've been happy with all of the machines that we purchase from these guys, and it should be said that before I purchase any machine, my mechanics thoroughly inspect it. I have 2 guys go out and inspect it. They say everything's good on it. Then Pro Provencio goes out and inspects it. And if he says everything's good on it, then I personally go out and inspect it before I write a check, if the money's right. Another kind of added note on this machine is that this machine was bought from one of the largest contractors in the United States, if not the world. They're huge. We've done a lot of business with them both ways. I've sold them machines, and they bought machines from me. Or I bought machines from them, like this one. As far as options go, you can see this machine has got a quick coupler. Now this is a pin style quick coupler. So you don't have a measuring tape on you, do you?
I don't.
Pause it for a second, we're gonna get a tape. All right, so this is about 11 3/4 is the width of this pin grabber. I don't know if you can see back in there, but that grabs the pin. So the significance of this is that this unit right here is an 18-inch center to center. If this a pin grabber will pick up almost any bucket that's got, these are 80mm pins. They're designed to pick up 80mm pins. They'll probably even pick up bigger pins, but they're very flexible. You can pick up any manufacturer's bucket, just pretty much at 11 3/4. If your ear grouping is greater than 11 3/4 and you got 80mm pins, and it doesn't even really matter the center to center, because what that pin grabber does is it sucks up. It starts right here and it sucks up. It sucks this pin up. We'll show you it later in a later video, or a later time in this video, whenever we're ready to do that. But so anyway, that's the benefit of that coupler right there. So you can get any number of buckets. It's got an enclosed cab. The AC in this machine blows ice cold. I can't wait to start the machine so I can jump in it and suck up some AC, because it's hot here in Texas today. So 102 right now. It's got an outlet in the cab. I don't know if it's 12 volts, so this is a kill switch, which is, I don't know what the significance of that is, but I know it'll kill the machine. It doesn't kill the electronics. It's not a battery shut-off switch, but what am I missing, bro?
Just about covered it, I would say.
So we're going to talk about the engine here in a little bit, but all the fluid levels on this tractor are where they should be. This machine is mechanically sound. There's no leaks. Everything, absolutely everything on this unit works. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no cracks or welds anywhere in the work equipment. Oh, it's also, I missed that. It's got an adapter for a thumb or a grapple, a stiff arm thumb or grapple. The undercarriage is about, I don't know, about 85%. It's in really good shape. All of these bushings down in here, bro, I don't know if you can get on into them, but they're in really good shape. Show them the bushings under there. The top speed on this machine is 3.5 miles an hour. As far as this bucket goes, these teeth are 100%. You can see they've never been used. They were just put on. They're good. They're in good shape. The width of this bucket is 42 inches. The bite of the bucket is 42 inches. The height of this bucket is 5'7" and the depth is 4'10". This is about a 1.6 yard bucket. The maximum dig depth for this machine is 22 feet. Maximum reach at ground level is 32 feet. Maximum excavation height is 30 feet. And the breakout force on this unit is 28,000 pounds. The lifting capacity of this machine from the front, the maximum lifting capacity from the front, about 15 feet out from the center of that Rotex at ground level, is 23,000 pounds. Now, as you go out or you go up, you know, it's going to drop off, but that just gives you an idea of the maximum. As far as these track pads here, like I say, these are wider than standard pads. So you get better lift capacity, you get better stability. The standard pads are 24 inches. These are actually 32 inches. So it gives you better, it helps you with your lift capacity and the stability of the machine. What else, bro?
I think you got it covered.
All right, we're gonna run it in the next clip. Oh, I didn't. All right, so as far as the engine goes, this is an Isuzu A1 4HK engine. It's a 64 horsepower engine. It's turbocharged and intercooled. Net horsepower is 164. I didn't take that panel off, but as far as the fuel tank goes, it's got a 105-gallon fuel tank, which will run you 12 to as many as 16 hours, depending on your operation. This is the inside of the cab. I'm not real sure what all these buttons are for, but this is your, as you can see here, this is your swing and your bucket, your boom, or your stick coming in. This right here is your coupler. If you turn this on, you got to flip the switch up like this, and that red, that noise tells you that your coupler is disconnected. This is your safety lever. Here's your travel levers. Here's your control. There's no error codes on it. It's got 9,012 hours on it. The AC blows ice cold. I mean, it's just really good. It's 102 degrees outside right now, and it's nice and cool in the cab, even though I have this door open. Oh, that's your lock for this whole thing kind of goes up, and this window right here kind of folds back behind the cab. There's your radio right there, your temperature control. This is your power modes. This is efficiency. This is a power mode, and this is probably a lifting mode where you get priority to your boom cylinders if you're lifting. This is your engine RPM. Here's your seat. The seat's in really good shape. There's your little fuse box right there. There's your get out of the cab if you got to. And that's pretty much it. So we're gonna run it in this next clip.
just demonstrating the hydraulic coupler on this.